Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buffaloes ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team.
There he goes! They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Bond. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Complete downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Lewis to throw. Right on the money. At the 45 on its way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking for room. It's Green. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They want to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Well, the offense on third down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north play. Defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
And the Buffaloes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Hand off to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback making checks. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. To the air, it's St. Clair. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the outside to the left. Crosses the 45. Turning it on! He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Third and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing on the run. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been he's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he added the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Oakland. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Grab near the marker. It's Hilton. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Now let's take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense and an empty set. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Give to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bucks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They'll open the second half on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Motion from the back. They'll try to blast their way in. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way...
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. After that score. They'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the route is on. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll line up to go for two. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. It's a reverse. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he is out of bounds on this return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
Gain of 26. And first down for the offense.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. It looked like a pass, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Lewis wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Suey inside our studio. They're up by 17 over Louisville. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's in open space downfield. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Got a wide open receiver. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. He said there would be days in games like this. Nothing seems to have gone right, and the latest mishap, a touchdown taken away by the flag. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Second down coming up. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets some yardage and gets down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced as a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Shield. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here comes the two-point try. Powers forward. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to...
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.